So good morning all my dear students. Now I'll be going with the next part of probability distribution. So in my previous videos you might have seen some of the very important distributions, that is binomial and Poisson distribution. And one more thing is those binomial and Poisson distribution will come under discrete random variables for discrete probability distributions. Okay, there you can observe the value of n was countable, correct? Countable in the sense n is equal to 5, 10, 15, 20, 100, where even up to 100 also I can count, correct? So whenever it is finitely countable, then we always go for normal discrete probability distributions. Okay, whenever it is continuous functions, for example, if you want to find the growth of the population from the year 2005 to 2010, you cannot count each and every person do that or do this. No, in that cases we normally go for continuous random variables or continuous probability distributions. So in the previous videos whatever we had studied, that is binomial and Poisson, both are discrete random variables where we use discrete functions. And discrete functions we always go for what? Summation. We can sum it up very easily, correct? You might have seen we used to add probability of x equal to 0 plus x equal to 1, something like that. We used to add it, summation. But when it comes to continuous functions, we have to always go for what? Integrations, right? So in this video I'll be going with the continuous functions or the continuous probability function. So whenever it comes to continuous, again we have two functions here, two parts. One is exponential distribution and one more is normal distributions. So it's like in discrete we have two parts, one is binomial and Poisson. In continuous we have two parts, that is exponential and normal. Okay, so in this video I will be explaining about exponential distribution, and in the next videos I will be explaining about normal distribution. And remember my dear students, normal distribution is very important when you go for your higher semesters also. Okay, so but before that I will go finish with the exponential distribution, easy distribution. Okay, so exponential distribution, the probability distribution function of the exponential distribution is given by f of x is equal to alpha into e to the power minus alpha x, where x is between the positive terms, that is 0 to infinity. In all other places it is 0. Means we are defining this function only for the positive terms where x is between 0 to infinity. Okay, but you have to remember this function alpha into e power minus alpha x. Okay, then what will be the mean and variance of this function? So the mean is mu, that is 1 by alpha, and standard deviation is sigma. What is variance? Sigma square. Okay, so standard deviation is sigma, that is equal to 1 by alpha. So in this case the mean and variance of exponential distribution are same. Mean is 1 by alpha and also standard deviation is also 1 by alpha. Okay, you have to just remember this, more than enough. Now we'll go with the problem. So I have a problem over here. If x is an exponential variate with mean 3, find probability of x greater than 1 and probability of x less than 3. Okay, so before answering the questions, see which distribution they have asked you to solve. They have asked me to solve this using exponential variate, means exponential distribution. So whenever they ask you exponential, first thing is you have to write the formula. What is exponential distribution given by? The exponential distribution is given by f of x is equal to alpha into e to the power minus alpha x, where x is between 0 to infinity, right? Now my question is how to find this alpha. They have given you something here. It's a exponential distribution with mean 3. So what is the mean of exponential distribution given by? The mean of exponential distribution is 1 by alpha. So can't I use that and can't I find the value of alpha? Yes, I can find it. So they have given me the mean of the distribution is 1 by 3. So I am using the data here. So 1 by alpha is equal to 3 or alpha is equal to 1 by 3. Now I will just substitute that alpha here in my function. So my function will become 1 by 3 into e to the power minus alpha is 1 by 3. So minus 1 by 3 into x, where x is between 0 to infinity. Now I will answer my first question. What is the first question? Find probability of x greater than 1. Greater than means 1. 1 means what? It may be 2, x equal to 3, 4, 5 up to infinity. So I can take this as probability 1 by 3 into integration from 0 to 1 to infinity. That's it. Okay, since it's exponential, probability of x greater than 1 is equal to 1 to infinity 1 by 3 alpha into e to the power, there is a minus sign here, I think you cannot see it, minus 1 by 3 into x into dx. Okay, now I have to integrate this greater than 1, so it is 1 to infinity. If it is less than 1, what you will write? You will simply write it as 0 to 1. That's it. Because see, remember my dear students, exponential is a curve which is defined between 0 to infinity. Am I right? From 0 up to infinity. So here x greater than 1 means you have to take from 1 up to infinity. Okay, now I'll integrate this. So 1 by 3 I kept as it is. Integration of e power x is e power x only, but whatever is multiplied to x I have to divide it. So here minus 1 by 3 is there, so I am dividing it, divided by minus 1 by 3 with the limit 1 to infinity. Cancel 1 by 3 and 1 by 3 here, and I'll apply the limits. What is e power minus infinity? Remember my dear students, e power minus infinity is always 0. Okay, so this minus sign I'll keep outside, see here, and e power minus infinity minus e power minus 1 by 3. So e power in minus infinity is 0, so minus into minus is plus, so finally I'll get e power minus 1 by 3. Correct? So probability of x greater than 1 is nothing but e power minus 1 by 3, or that is equal to, use calculator, you will get it. It is simply minus 0.7165. That's it. Okay. Next question, they had asked me to find probability of x greater than 3. Probability of x less than 3. Now less than 3 means what? It may be 2, it may be 1, it may be 0, but it cannot go beyond 0. Why? Probability of, the exponential curve is defined only for the positive terms. Negative terms means it is 0. So I can take the values from 0 to maximum 3, correct? So it will be integration from 0 to 3 f of x into dx. That's it. So what is my function here? 1 by 3 into e to the power minus x by 3 into dx. So that step I am writing it directly now. So the same step here. Okay, e to the power minus 1 by 3x divided by minus 1 by 3. So 1 by 3 got cancelled, minus sign I have kept here with the limit 0 to 3. So when I apply the limit, upper limit 3 here, what will happen? I will get e power minus 1, correct? So when I multiply with minus sign, what will I get? So minus 1 by e power minus 1 is simply written as 1 by e. Okay, so what happened here is, I have just written it directly. It is like minus of, okay, e to the power minus 1 minus e to the power 0. So just observe this step, my dear students. After this step I have written here, so minus of, when I apply my upper limit 3, so 3 and 3 will get cancelled, e to the power minus 1 minus e to the power 0. So what is e power 0? 1. So multiply this minus sign. So when I multiply, I will get minus into minus as plus. So e power 0 is 1. I have written 1 first. Then minus into plus is minus. So minus e power minus 1 is simply 1 by e. So 1 minus 1 by e, or that is equal to 0.6321. And remember, probability value cannot be what? Negative. If you are getting minus and all here, then you might have done a mistake. I am repeating again and again, my dear students. Remember one thing, the probability value will never be negative. Okay, it should be a positive value. Okay, if x is a exponential variate with mean phi, evaluate the following. So mean phi means I can get the value of alpha. So alpha is 1 by phi. So my function will become 1 by phi into e to the power minus x by phi. And this is just like a practice for you, my dear students. Now tell me, how will you find this value? X is between 0 to 1. What will be the limits, integration limits? It will be directly from 0 to 1. That's it, because that particularly mentioned x is between 0 to 1. So my first question, x is between 0 to 1, so 0 to 1 f of x into dx. So when I do that, 1 by phi into e to the power minus x by phi dx. So integration of e power minus x by phi is e power minus x by phi divided by 1 by phi minus 1 by 5. So 1 by 5, 1 by 5 will get cancelled. Minus sign I have kept as it is with the limit 0 to 1. So solve it, you will get the answer as 0.1813. This is just for you to practice, my dear students. Okay. So see the final answer and keep, but you have to solve it by yourself because many steps we might have skipped here. Okay. Now the interesting one is, tell me how will you do with the second one. Probability, see this is very important here. How will you solve this? Probability of minus infinity less than x less than 10. So will you directly take from minus infinity to 10? No. Remember, from minus infinity, my function is defined from where to where? X is between 0 to infinity, not from minus infinity to plus infinity. So what happens here? So from minus infinity to 0, it will be, final answer will be 0, and from 0 to 10 I have to integrate. So just observe my second case, my dear students. So it was asked x is between minus infinity to 10. So from minus infinity to 0 we have to define first, and then from 0 to 10. Correct? So from minus infinity to 0 the value is 0, so I have just neglected that, plus integration from 0 to 10, 1 by 5 e power minus x by 5 into dx. F of x I have substituted. Then integrate it, you will get the answer as 0.8647. Are you clear with this point, my dear students? See, the exponential is always defined for the positive values, that is from 0 up to infinity. Okay, so here they had asked me from negative to 10, but from minus infinity to 0 we know that its value is 0 directly. From 0 to 10 we have to integrate, that's it. Okay. Okay, next problem. Probability of x less than or equal to 0 or x greater than or equal to 1. Okay, what happens here? Less than or equal to means 0 means what? 0, minus 5, minus 10, correct? So remember one thing, all the values before 0 it is always 0. We are not defining any function for the limit before 0. Means for negative values of x we are not defining any function in exponential. Exponential is always defined only from 0 up to infinity. So greater than 1, can I do that? Yes, from 1 up to infinity. So 1 to infinity f of x into dx. Again integrate it, we will get the final answer as e power minus 0.2, or that is equal to 0.8187. You have to calculate it by yourself. This is all just like a clerical work, my dear students, but my engineering work will come here. Okay, this is the main part of the problem. This and all is a simple calculations, but keep one thing in mind, a simple common sense should be known to everyone. The probability value will never be negative, and it will be not greater than 1 also. So the probability value should be always positive 1, and it should be between 0 to 1. Probability ಯಾವತ್ತು 1 ಗಿಂತ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗುವುದಿಲ್ಲ. Okay, yes. Problem, important problem. The length of the telephone conversation in a booth has been an exponential distribution and found on an average to be 5 minutes. What is this on an average to be 5 minutes means what? Mean, right? So they have given you mean. So mean is equal to 1 by alpha. So 1 by alpha is equal to 5. See, average means what? It's always mean, correct? So 1 by alpha is equal to 5. So alpha is equal to 1 by 5. So my function will become 1 by 5 into e to the power minus x by 5 into d. Okay, is a probability distribution function. Now see what question they have asked you. Find the probability that a random call made from this booth will end less than 5 minutes. Means whatever you speak, it will be maximum up to only 5 minutes. Correct? ನೀವೀಗ ಪುಂಡಿ ಬೇಯಿಸುವಾಗ 5 ನಿಮಿಷಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಬೇಯಿಸಬಾರ್ದು. Ends less than 5 minutes. So what will you take? What will be the limits, integral limits? It will be from 0 means 0th minute up to which minute? Maximum 5 minutes. So 0 to 5. Second one, between 5 to 10 minutes. So what will you take? From 5 up to 10. So first one is very simple. So probability of it is simply probability of x less than 5, or that is simply 0 to 5 f of x into dx. So 0 to 5, my function is 1 by 5 into e to the power minus x by 5 dx. Integrate it and we'll get the answer as 0.6321. And what was my second question? Between 5 and 10 minutes. So probability of x between 5 to 10. So integration from 5 to 10 f of x into dx. So 5 to 10 integration is 1 by 5 e to the power minus x by 5 into dx. See, my dear students, my suggestion is, once when you get this, no, do it in calculator and check what will be the final answer. How to do it in calculator? Those are having 991 plus, that is ES plus, silver color calculator. There directly you will get this integration sign, correct? Easily we can put. But those are having blue color calculator, first press 1 by 5, then press integration, then press what? E, shift and lan, and within the bracket you write minus alpha, this bracket you will get x divided by 5, then close the bracket, then comma, up lower limit first, 5 comma 10. Okay, you will get the integration directly. Do that and check, then you can solve this easily. Okay, clear? So my next problem is very important one, my dear students. Read the question carefully. The sale per day in a shop is exponentially distributed with an average amount of rupees 100. Okay, means the average amount rupees is 100, and for that 100 also they are getting a net profit of how much? 8%. So then what they are asking is, find the probability that the net profit exceeds rupees 30 on 2 consecutive days. So just check here. So let x be the random variable and my probability is exponential variate, so alpha into e to the power minus alpha x. First I'll find out alpha. How to find it? So mean, average means mean, correct? So 1 by alpha is equal to 100, or alpha is equal to 1 by 100, or that is equal to 0.01. Fine. So my function I'll write f of x is equal to 0.01 into e to the power minus 0.01 x. Done. Now they are telling me that there is a net profit of 8%. So for that I am doing this. Okay, let a be the amount for which the profit is 8%. Okay, and they are telling that the net profit exceeds rupees 30, correct? So a into 8 by 100 is equal to 30, or what will be the value of a? 375. Means for 30 rupees the net profit is 8%. See, read the question carefully. Find the probability that the net profit exceeds rupees 30, correct? They are not telling you that the average will exceed rupees 30. They are telling you that the net profit exceeds rupees 30. So it will be a into 8 by 100 is equal to 30. So the total net profit is equal to 30, or a is equal to 375. Clear? Now, so the probability of the profit exceeding rupees 30 is equal to 1 minus probability of profit which is less than or equal to 30. Proper? Exceeds 30 means profit will be less than or equal to 30. Okay, means I have written it as 1 minus. It should be actually probability of greater than 30, but greater than 30 I can write it as 1 minus probability of x less than or equal to 30, correct? As we used to do in our previous cases. So same way I have done here also. So it is 1 minus probability of sales which is less than or equal to 375, correct? We have found the value of a, that a we have to take. So it is simply 1 minus integration from 0 to 375 into my function 0.01 into e to the power minus 0.01 x into dx. Simplify it, we will get the answer as e to the power minus 3.75. The probability that the profit exceeds rupees 30 in a single day is this much. But they have asked for how many days? 2 consecutive days. So 2 consecutive days means e power 3.75 into e power minus 3.75, or that is equal to 0.00055. A very small amount of profit we get here for 2 days, correct? Provided if it exceeds rupees 30. Clear with the problem, my dear students? Yeah, this is a bit confusing, but go through it carefully. This is very important if they ask you. Okay, so just remember one thing, read the question carefully. They are telling you that find the probability that the net profit exceeds 30. Since they have asked you to find the net profit exceeding 30, we have to do this a. So let a be the amount for which the profit is 8%. So a be the amount, ಯಾವ amount ಗೆ 8% ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗಿದೆ, that net amount we are taking it as a. So a into 8%, so 8 by 100 is equal to how much it cannot exceed? 30. So take it as 30. So a is equal to 375. Now I'll answer that question. So the probability of exceeding 30, see, instead of doing like this, you might have also done from 375 to infinity. Okay, even that possibility is there. Okay, how you can do is just my dear students, one second. See, the same one I can also write it as, instead of writing like this, exceeding 30 means I can write it as integration from 375 to infinity f of x into dx, one and the same. Okay, so here see here, exceeding rupees 30 means the value of a is 375. From 375 up to infinity also you can take, no problem. Okay, okay. Last problem, my dear students. So in a certain town, the duration of this shower is exponentially distributed with the mean of 5 minutes. Find the probability that the shower will last for 10 or more minutes, less than 10 minutes, between 10 and 12 minutes. I think you can answer this question very easily, my dear students. Correct? Exponentially distributed with the mean. So what they have given you? They have given you mean. What is the mean of exponential distribution? 1 by alpha. Right? So first I'll find out alpha then. So mean is given by 1 by alpha. So 1 by alpha is equal to 5. So alpha is equal to 1 by 5. So my exponential distribution will become 1 by 5 into e to the power minus x by 5. First question, 10 or more means from 10 up to infinity. See here, from 10 up to infinity. 1 by 5 into e to the power minus x by 5 dx. Okay, calculate it, you will get it as 0.1353. Use calculator, my dear students. And integration steps I had explained in the previous problem. Same steps will repeat here also. So not at all difficult here. Second one, less than 10 minutes. So what you will do? X less than 10. So it will be 0 to 10 you take 1 by 5 into e to the power minus x by 5 into dx. So we will get it as 0.8647. Okay, clear? Then between 10 and 12 means what? Integration from 10 to 12, that's it. So between 10 and 12 means integration from 10 to 12, 1 by 5 into e to the power minus x by 5 into dx. So I'll get it as 0.0446. Okay, so try to solve this problem by yourself, my dear students. It's very easy. So this exponential distribution, if they give, my suggestion is you go for answering the exponential distribution. This is one of the easiest distribution compared to the other one, normal. Okay, so my suggestion is if they ask you exponential distribution, it is always better to answer this one. Very easy. Okay, so this is all about exponential distribution, my dear students. So go through this distribution properly. If you have any doubts or any confusions, kindly contact me. Thank you.